My dad was a man of few words, but one of the words of wisdom that he often would say to me was, keep the top half full. When I became a new driver, it was a really wise little piece of advice. But you know, it means more than keeping your gas tank full. We can use that little analogy to keeping our own gas tank full. When you're on the airplane and the oxygen mask drops down, what are you supposed to do? You put it on yourself first so that you can help those around you. Taking the time for yourself might seem selfish, but we want to remember that we need to be re-energized. We need to fill that tank. Keep the top half full so that you can be the best person that you possibly can be. So let's think about some things that we can do for ourselves to fill our tank. Think about the things that bring you joy. What brings you joy may not be the same as what brings me joy, but there are lots of things out there that people do to help themselves to rejuvenate so that we have the energy, the mental as well as the physical energy to be able to do the things that we're required to do. And even some of the things that we love to do, but we may feel like we just don't have the energy to do them. Self-care can start with something as simple as mirror work. Wake up in the morning and do some positive affirmations. And a lot of people will roll their eyes about positive affirmations, but it's not bragging. And it does feel awkward at first. Those of you that have seen that movie, The Help, will remember that little positive affirmation that the child was instructed. You is kind, you is smart, you is important. And what a wonderful thing to use for a positive affirmation. Look in the mirror. Tell ourselves that. We're not telling ourselves things that aren't true. We're looking for those qualities that we have. They don't have to be physical qualities. They can be qualities within us. They can be things that we do on a regular basis. Remind ourselves of that, because the negative voice wants to sneak in and remind us of all of those things that we wish that we were better at or that we haven't worked on yet. And when we pay attention to the negative voice when it comes in, it steals our joy. But what we want to do is we want to focus on those positive things, those things we have. Start with the positive self-talk. It can be really, really helpful. Another thing you might want to do for mirror work is practice saying no. Really, really hard for a lot of us to say no when our plate is full and we can't take on anything more. People will ask the busiest person to help them out because they know that we may not refuse. We are the person that's got it all together. But even that person that's got it all together requires some time for personal rejuvenation. So if your plate is full, maybe you don't even realize it is. Maybe you're really tired and you're wondering why. Stop and take stock of the things that you're doing and figure out what are those things that are really, really important. What are the things that make a difference in your life and those people that you love? You may have to put some things on hold for a while, but that's all part of self-care. We want to be able to manage our lives in such a way that we can look after ourselves so that we can do the best job we can possibly do in those other areas of our life. Did you know that we have an endocannabinoid system right in our body? Did you know that? I had no idea till I took this interesting workshop and learned all about the endocannabinoid system. You've probably heard of people talking about the runner's high, and I don't think I've ever experienced that personally, but apparently with people that are really into running, they just get lit up because of doing that kind of exercise. So those of us that aren't really prone to the running thing, we can still activate our endocannabinoid system. Singing your favorite song activates the endocannabinoid system, and it's wonderful for self-care. Giving ourselves that opportunity to experience our joy, whatever that joy may be. Maybe you like to go and soak in a tub for an hour. Maybe you want to go and hide with a good book. Maybe you want to curl up by the fire. Maybe you just want to cuddle your cat or your dog. Those kinds of things. We want to be able to allow ourselves the time to do that, to fill up our tank. Keep that top half full. So very important. So we have the strength, the energy, and the desire to do the things for other people that we really, really want to do. Our YouTube channel is Finding Solutions Together. We're making these informational videos to help people with their mental fitness. If you like this video, please click on subscribe. If you have an idea for a future video, please share it. We'd love to make a video that would be meaningful for you. Thanks again. Take care out there, and God bless.